Welcome to Home Service Happy Hour, brought to you by Service Monster. Would you guys let somebody speak on multiple stages at the event? Like speak in different events?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. For some reason in my brain, I was like, oh, I got to pick which stage I'm going to speak on, which is obviously the sales boost stage. Don't get me wrong. Because if I go to the Responsicon stage, I can't swear.
Well, Responsicon will be more, because there's already main stage speakers. I think their track is more focused on the hacking room because the home service workshop is taking care of the stage experience.
Yeah, good point. And that, I think that's a really good point of it too, is just the shows, because I think Responsicon always would have some speakers to try to allow, is their way of allowing the vendors to get a little bit of stage time and kind of bring their specialty. But it wasn't built as a speaking event. It was built as like a hacking event. And so now it's kind of cool. They can like really hone in on that sweet spot for them.
I mean, and Responsicon or home service, but Responsicon this year, I took my keynote super seriously. Because Kurt gave me an opportunity to speak on the big stage and keynote and do a workshop. And it's probably the best it was one of the most impactful things. I spent so much time crafting those messages, and so I don't even know what that means. I'm just talking out of.
But I think you never, even if the audience for it is small, it's great to like get your messaging down. Sometimes it's hard to have a new. I last year at Clippa in when was that, May? Like small breakout rooms, very unfairly, Matt had me speaking when you and JC were speaking in another room. And so that was tough. Like at Clippa, he had 3 breakouts at a time. And so yet with 100 people at an event, like it just splits up into very small rooms. But it was a memorable speaking for me in that my computer wouldn't work. So no slides, just had to wing. And I gave the Purgatories talk with no slides, which like sometimes it's just better that way. And I always give my plot as 5 finance fundamentals. I always give that. And that was kind of fun because I was like, what the hell are they? I know there's 5 of them. And so like I'm going through and I'm asking the audience like, hey, was that 3 or was that 4? Like how many I got left to do? I covered them all. Took me a little bit, but it was kind of more fun and engaging without any slides because I was just kicking it around. If there were 300 people in that room, I would have been panicking. I would have been like, oh no. Maybe not. I probably just would have said, somebody bring me a beer. Oh, just kidding. I brought my beer with. I'm good. I probably just would have winged it. It would have been fine, but it would have been way more intimidating. But with like 25, 30 people in the room, it was like, who's ready to have some fun? We're going to talk about nerdy bookkeeping stuff. And that we're basically making an episode of the Home Service Happy Hour show. We're just not going to record it. It's just going to be like live. You're hanging out with me. Hey, Home Service Heroes. Thank you guys so much for tuning into our Home Service Happy Hour content today. I sure hope you learned a little something. And I sure as heck hope that it was entertaining. If you did find it fun and entertaining, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel for more cool, fun, entertaining business content. And speaking of which, stay tuned. There's a little more here and a little more right here. Check it out.